morning, delivery fam, and welcome back to another episode of Breakfast with UDM on the Life of a Gig Worker podcast. Mr. Josh, what's up, bro?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Financial Friday.
Day.
Check this out, bro. You know that whole argument, or we didn't really have an argument. I think we did in the comment section of the previous episode, but about the pronunciation of this place here. Wyandotte. If I recall, you said Wyandotte.
Wyandotte.
And I said Wyandotte. Okay. Now, apparently somebody's from there, and it was in the comments, and they said we both was wrong.
Uh-oh.
You hacked the whole name up. It is actually pronounced as Wyandotte. So Motor City kicks official. Got a salute to you, but I gotta first ask this damn question. Why didn't you just spell it like that? I mean, for real. Why they gotta be all technical? Wyandotte. When I went to school, they say pronounce all the letters in the word, right? Package, right? Door dash, right? Suspect. Right? And then I look at this, Wyandotte, and you're telling me it's Wyandotte. Josh.
Reading don't be fundamental in Detroit. Not in the D. Not in the D.
But I'm saying, though, they could have just spelled it like this. I guess they just wanted to complicate stuff.
Well,
right?
I mean, because if they spell it like that, a bunch of white bitches are going to move over there and drink wine and sip some shit. I live in the city of Wyandotte.
Okay. I see. Okay. All right. But they also said DoorDash definitely does package pickups in this area.
I told you.
I have never done UPS, but I have definitely picked up United States Postal Office packages. So that really opens the door to your claims, bro. We don't even know. The news damn article title, it said suspect wanted after using DoorDash bank to steal package in Wyandotte.
He was about to mispronounce it again.
I sure was, bro. I sure was. But I just said, you know what? I want to do a little bit more deeper research on this, bro, because I don't know. What if this guy is really being profiled? Like you said in the last episode.
Yeah, I think Fox got it wrong, and we won't touch too much on it, but, you know, because like I said, when I was in Detroit and I was staying at the Motor City Hotel, at the casino, this man need to hit me up because he got Motor City in his name. He might know the tips and the tricks because boy, that casino hotel done stole all my fucking money. After I remember I called you and I had just won $3,000 out in Kansas City, and then I went.
Oh, that's where you were?
Boy, okay. I went to Kansas City and then I went over to Motor City and it was like they stole $500. I was like, damn, y'all some bitches. Yeah. But yeah, no, I was sending out plates because I had brought plates with me to send out to contractors. Okay. And I had them pick it up and take it over to the post office to mail them out. So I think, like I said, I think Fox 2 got it wrong. I really do.
Well, I mean, if they got it wrong, they got it wrong. But I still feel kind of bad that, you know, I'm over here just reading the article and I'm like automatically just believing what is being said. You know what I mean? So I kind of it makes me want to do a little bit deeper research and, you know, just the whole situation, see if this person ended up getting, you know, convicted of anything, you know, because of this claim and on this website, you know. So, but there's something you said you wanted to talk about though. You know,
yeah, I seen another comment and I wanted to throw it up on the screen and I kind of want to touch on it since it's Financial Fridays.
Okay.
So this comment is from, I think that's Lucy or Lucky. We don't know how to read anymore. So using people who grew up rich as an example of creating your own business isn't a good argument. Someone who starts with $1 million, a rich family to fall back on, and a network of success Successful people won't experience the same effect of failure as someone who starts with 10K. Pretty much, man, I just, there's a lot to unpack there. I know I use Jeff Bezos as a reference, right?
Okay.
So Jeff Bezos was someone who started off small. His first job was actually flipping burgers at a McDonald's in Miami. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Nah, I never knew that. He's
yeah,
from here?
so he's from Miami, and he moved back,
damn.
and he bought that one big ass island out there that apparently every big rich person buys, and then they sell it to the next most rich guy, whatever. But he started off flipping burgers in Miami, and it's crazy because now when he started Amazon, yes, he did have quite a bit of money because he was a hedge fund operator, right? So it was him and a couple of people that worked for this hedge fund. I'm not going to throw the name out there because I think it's a dead company because hedge funds move up and move on. But when they started, it was in a garage in California. And they had zero operations. It was supply and demand. They had books. People wanted books, right? So they created this website and they started shipping out books. As they started making their money, they then started to basically buy other products to sell, which created the A to Z smile, which is what we know today. That's why the smile goes under the A into the Z. So it's
whoa.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Hold up.
Yes.
Pause. I know I'm not the only damn person that did not know that shit. Please raise your hand in the comments. Put a raise hand emoji, thumbs up emoji, or something. I did not know that, bro. I didn't know that. Yep. I promise you. And I'm not gonna act like I did. Go ahead.
So the A to Z promise is that they were basically expanding their shelves to become endless shelves to have products that were listed from A to Z. So I can't say that he didn't have people that were financially backing him because he definitely had investors. But look at someone like me, for example. I refuse to take investments on the app that I'm creating and building. Now, my app is a very low budget solution at the current point. It is a leased app from somebody else, and I take phone calls to book rides, right? I also have a web booker and a couple other things like you could book through the app. But I came from absolutely no money. And I'm not going to sit here and say I'm Jeff Bezos rich, but what I will say is that it's a lot easier to live now than it was when I first started. I don't have any financial backing. I don't have anything to fall back on. If I fail, I fail. And all the money that I put in is lost. Yeah. So there's success stories out there. Will I be the next Jeff Bezos? Probably not. I'm just going to throw that out there. You know, there's levels to this shit, and I'm not at that level just yet. So, I mean, there's a lot of creations coming out. I know me and you had spoken in the past about finances, right? Yeah. And one of the first questions that we talked about was, what is a dollar bill? And it ties into this because a lot of people seem to think that a dollar bill is just this piece of paper that has a monetary value. But that dollar bill is backed by something, and each and every one of us has something to back our own dollar bill, right?
Oh yeah.
And I know this is probably high level for some people, and I will kind of pass the mic to you, but if you think about it, like I said, everything is supply and demand. Right now, you guys are delivery drivers or rideshare drivers or gig workers that are providing a service that people want for a monetary value. So once you branch off and you go on your own, you have that financial backing of your own service. So yeah, it's hard to kind of like, I guess, start up on your own, but you already have the financial backing of Uber or Lyft or Grubhub or DoorDash to supplement your income. Yeah. So all you're doing is using it as a stepping stone to move up. And I've been saying it for years. It doesn't mean that it has to be complicated, and you don't have to go after the top number one. Like, you don't have to build an app. You don't have to do anything. You can start off with absolutely nothing. Give out business cards. They cost about $50 for 1,000 of them. Have people call you. Use your own GPS. You don't have to have a web booker like I do. You don't have to have an application like I do. You don't have to pay $300 a month to run an app. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars every year to run background checks for the drivers. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like just to chime in here really quick, just a quick interjection. Like that's the part when we had that motivational Monday episode where it's like, all you got to do is just when I said all you got to do is just take the first step. The first step might just be sitting down and coming up with a business name of something that you are good at. That's like the first step, right? And the next step may be registering the business once you build that courage up, right? And then the next step after that would just be getting started. Like, for instance, right? Let's just use YouTube. People have heard this story time and time again, right? Many people did not want to start a channel because they wanted the best camera, they wanted the best this, the best that. But the smartphone era made creating YouTube videos awesome, easy, and it's just more about the personality behind the camera. What people see. Will they like you? Will they not? You got to have some kind of presence on camera. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the thing is, the point that I'm trying to make is most of us try to use excuses to not get started. And in this case here, yes, I'm hearing the story of Jeff Bezos. And there's so many people that have all these other stories. And some of them, they already have the money. Like that comment was kind of saying, like, oh, you can't use the rich to kind of like help with your point or whatever, right? I'm saying even with them having that financial backing, since that was that comment's point, they still had to build some kind of qualities to be able to then apply it to whatever business they got into. Just because they have money doesn't mean that, my business is going to be successful because I have money. Nah, bitch. If you don't have the wit, the necessary things, I'll just call them things, right? Because I'm not getting all my words. My brain is not processing as fast as I wanted to right now. But if you don't have all the necessary things to create a successful business, then your business will not be successful, even if you have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in the bank. So yeah,
take Shark Tank for example. Shark Tank, we've all watched it, at least one or two episodes. We all know what it's all about. You pitch your idea to people who have billions of dollars, and they either buy out your company outright, or they basically do a hostile takeover in some way, shape, or fashion, where they take 30% of your business and then end up owning it all later down the road. Yeah. Take that for example, right? So there have been flops from the Shark Tank. Like, they spent millions of dollars. They bought these companies that were startups, and they took over a percentage, and it still flopped. One of the biggest flops, I think it was Mark Cuban. One of his biggest flops to this day was the mobile, I think it was called a mobile breathalyzer. And it didn't work very well. They were trying to get the science to work. They invested millions of dollars trying to make this thing function. It was a great idea that would have cut down on a lot of the DUIs and all of this stuff. And it was going to work really well. But obviously it didn't kick off because they couldn't get the technology just right. And then the other part of it was, okay, well, they've got this money, right? He's got this financial billionaire backing him. So then they were trying to take that technology and use it to do like medical diagnostic or like medical diagnoses based on your breath. And that became a flop. Again, the technology just wasn't there yet, and it just flopped. The business ended up closing and being sold off to someone else for some other purpose for the patents and whatever. Mm-hmm. But to this day, Mark Cuban lost billions in that industry. If you factor in, possible sales, brand deals, so on and so forth, he lost a fuck ton of money. And that's just to go to show, like, even the people with money are going to lose money. You're going to lose money in business, no matter what you do. It's just all about preparing yourself and taking the first step and preparing yourself for those events. So businesses can start off, it's like $83 to do all of the paperwork for your articles of incorporation and stuff like that, right? So, and that includes your LLC, your trademark for your logo and all that. It's like $83 to $99, whatever, on LegalZoom. So if you're doing that, that's the first step. once you create everything on LegalZoom and you get your EIN number, you can start pulling business loans almost immediately. It's like 6-month aging period for your EIN so that your EIN can establish some activity, but you can almost start pulling credit lines with that, which is your financial backing. Obviously, you don't want to go overboard, but you can get financial backing almost free for businesses.
Yeah, including like grants and stuff, It
Yeah.
just depends on what type of grant that you apply for. There are different ways. And one thing that a lot of people don't understand, man, I'll tell you this, and this is something I've known for a while, but credit is something I feel a lot of people don't understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going into that. I'm not a finance anything, guru, nothing, okay? And I'm not trying to give you financial advice or the person that's listening to this or anything. But OPM stands for other people's money, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could have $60 million in the bank, and a lot of rich folks do this. Look it up if you don't believe me. They use other people's money, credit cards, to start businesses and to do things and to fund things. And then they have the money already. They just pay off the bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they start with other people's money.
Yep.
And once they build it up, they make they generate revenue, and then that business is now flourishing. They hire whoever they need to put in place to get that business to be successful. Next thing you know, hey, good to go. You paid off, the credit card's paid off, everything's good to go. OPM.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. There's a story about a guy that had almost a $5 million black card, right? And he goes to buy this massive property, and he basically negotiates it down to about 40% of his limit of the credit card. And someone asked him, was like, why do you want this specific dollar and cents amount? And he basically came out and he was like, look, he's like, if I spend, say, $1.2 million on this property, the cash back on this property that I'm going to get for paying it with my credit card is going to be roughly about $100,000.
Yeah.
He's like, so that $100,000 is going to pay 10% off of my loan. And that 10% off of my loan is then going to turn around and eliminate the PMI.
Yeah.
And then he was like, then I'm going to start a business.
Wait, let's not skip over PMI. We don't know acronyms over here, bro. What is PMI?
So PMI, I think it is, God, what is it?
You're going to make me look it up now.
Yeah, it's like something mortgage insurance.
Okay. I'm going to look it up, but go ahead and finish your point.
But yeah, so like basically he eliminates his PMI, so his mortgage payment comes down. He's only going to pay his mortgage for a couple of months, and then he's going to just wipe it all out.
Oh, I got it. Private mortgage insurance.
There you go. It basically protects you from liens and so on and so forth until you pay off 10% of your loan. But yeah, so he eliminates the PMI payment. He eliminates this. He eliminates that. And basically what it boils down to is he took that cash back advantage and he basically just flipped it into free money and used it to start another project to hire like the employees and do all the renovations and all that. And then he turned around with the money of the business. He paid off the business, paid himself off, paid off the credit card, and it was just all kosher. So there's the point of building yourself up to that point and understanding credit and understanding the rewards so that you can utilize that perfectly.
I agree wholeheartedly, man. And I truly believe, man, that it goes back to that lack of education thing, right? People feel it's because of a lack of education, and sometimes it can be, right? That I don't know this, I don't know that. And this is why I've told people on another live stream that I've done. This is not a live stream, you know what I mean? But yeah. I've told people, like, educate yourself. There's all kinds of books and all kind of stuff out there. I put a few out there, like the one that I'm not done reading, but I got a whole lot of information from it. Like, you introduced me to the psychology of money, right?
Yep.
Also, the Financial Literacy for All by John Hope Bryant, right? That book is freaking awesome. And like I said, I haven't finished it. I'm about 75% done, but I got the meat and potatoes of what he was trying to teach in that book, right? So reading is not just reading. It's like also there's tons and tons of videos that explain all these things. Like I watched a video that says how the rich hide the money, how the wealthy or something like that hide their money. And they talk about trust accounts. They talk about index universal life insurance policies, and like they talk about all kinds of stuff, man. But I would not have known these things if I did not go and research.
Yeah,
but
no,
and it got to start somewhere.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like preparing yourself for financial upbringing is one of the things that goes back to like Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? So one of the things that I've done to kind of prepare myself is the three eldest members of my family. I pulled a cash term life insurance policy on them when I turned 18. I paid that policy off in roughly 3 to 4 years. I put in like 50, 60, 70% of my paycheck up until them term policies were paid off. And all they do is sit there and grow interest. So when they pass away, it's like, hey, I'm sad. Yeah, you were a family member, but a lot of families are starting to do this. Basically, they're using it to prepare their kids and their kids' kids for a future. They invest in this thing that's going to pay them back. Everybody's going to die. It's inevitable, right? But at the end of the day, a lot of people are doing it. They're getting into those cash term life insurance policies. They're getting into those, like you were saying, the
index universal life.
Yeah. And then like even one of the first things that I started when I started working at Home Depot, because Home Depot was my first job ever, I invested in the S&P 500, and there's another one that I'm forgetting, but I did a mid-risk investment, and I was putting in 60 to 70% of my paycheck. So I had my first job when I was 16. I put in 60 to 70% of my paycheck for the 3 years that I worked at Home Depot. And I grew that bank account almost to about 15, 16, if I remember correctly, it was almost $25,000 when I left Home Depot. And it's just been sitting there. Now I work for another company that is solely owned by Home Depot, and I'm contributing to it again. Almost a decade later. So it's one of those things where you just constantly build and bankroll yourself to start setting yourself up for that retirement phase. Let your money work for you when you didn't need it.
And the only point I want to make here, and there's something I want to share with you, Josh, because of a previous episodes. I wanted to show you something, all right, that I forgot to show you in episodes after that. But the thing is, when it comes down to it, man, I just want to say, like, it doesn't matter where you start from. It's about where you're going, right? Mm-hmm. If you sit there and you say, man, I can't do it because I ain't got their money. I mean, maybe one day you can have their money, but I go back to first, you got to take the first step. If you want it bad enough, you can get there. Like I heard you say earlier, you're not a Jeff Bezos. You know what I say to myself? Hell no, I ain't no Jeff Bezos. My name UDM Brian. That's me. And can I have more than Jeff Bezos? Hell yeah. I ain't got it right now, but I can. You know what I'm saying? So it's just believing in your ability to get to where you're trying to go. If that's your goal, if that's what your destination, why not work towards it? But do all the right things to get there. Yes, you're going to mess up here and there, but learn from those. And when you learn from them, you make the better decision, but keep on trucking forward. So before we transition into these things that I want to put up on the screen here and show you, Mr. Josh, any last words regarding, that comment, that was on the screen for you?
Yeah, and it's going to sound a little bit like an insult, but there's a mindset difference here, right? There's I want to call it the the moneymaker mindset, but there's also the broke mentality. And I'm not saying that he or she has a broke mentality. What I am going to say is that there is the ability to change your mindset into having a moneymaker mentality. Just because you don't have 10K doesn't mean you can't. Because like you said, life isn't about the destination. It's about the journey along the way. Because our destination, we all end up in the same destination. I'm not going to turn it morbid, but we all end up in the same place, right? At the end of the day, it's about the journey along the way and the choices that you make that are going to take you to the next step. You've already taken your first step, no matter whether you like to think about it or not. Our first step was just popping into this world. Every step after that, yeah, it matters, but the ones that you made before the next one you're about to take have no effect on the next step that you take. So, in my opinion, like I said, there's a mindset change that a lot of people need, and it's going from the broke mentality of, I don't have the money to do that, to, okay, well, how do I get it? How can I get to that point to where I can do this?
Hell yeah, bro. I like that, bro. Hell yeah. It's not about, man, I ain't got it. How can I get it?
Yeah.
What I got to do to get it now?
Steve Harvey. Now, I don't agree with everything that Steve Harvey does, says, or whatever, just like a lot of people. But Steve Harvey said this on one of his morning shows. Now, if you were up at 4:00 in the morning to be able to listen to his morning show, basically he used to say, you don't have to wake up. You get to wake up. You don't have to go to work. You get to go to work. You don't have to go and do all these things with your friends. You get to go do them. It's a blessing that you're able to do it. Now, a lot of people tie that into religion and this and that. I'm going to tie it into the mindset itself. It's not that you have to go to work. It's that you get to go to work and you get to make that money. It's not that you have to wake up in the morning. It's that you get to wake up in the morning and you get to go make that money. Everything can tie back to that same exact positive mindset, no matter what goal you're trying to get to. It's all about the mindset and the verbiage change in which you're using. Because like a lot of people, even when I talk to some of my friends, they're like, oh, I got to go do this. No, you don't got to go do that. You get to go do that. You have the ability to go and do it. Like, oh, well, I got to clean my room. I got to make my bed. I got to do this. No, you get to do those things. And the reason that you get to do those things is because you've done the other things in the past to give you the monetary ability to do it now.
Yeah.
So keep that mindset. Keep rolling forward.
Yeah. Just like this, I ain't got to say wine dot. I get to say wine dotty,
It don't fit. It don't fit.
It fit in my vocabulary. Okay. It fit just fine because it looks just right. Wyandotte. Okay. You can say what you want to say, Motor City and Mr. Josh. You can say what you want to say, but
I'll flip it. I'll flip it on you. I didn't have to go to, and I really didn't. I didn't have to go to Detroit and consultate all of these independent contractors about how to do their job in an easier manner. I didn't have to go and do all of these things. I got to go and do them. And Draver told me not to do it. But at the end of the day, I went and I took care of the contractors. I showed up. I spent my own money to go out there, right? Why? Because they said, oh, well, you're going to get a performance bonus. If these numbers start to go up, you're going to get a performance bonus. So in my mind, I thought, okay, well, if I spend this performance bonus now and I say, okay, well, let me go talk to these contractors. Let me go see what they're doing. How can they move more vehicles in a day? How can we do it without being a slave driver, right? Then I'll get that bonus. Now, Granted, Draver kind of fucked everybody over, ain't getting nobody a bonus, bitches. But hey, at the end of the day, I still got to go do that experience. And it built that relationship with the contractors that'll never be broken. I still have them call me to this day.
And I got to cut you off, sir, because you over here in preachy mode. Man, I feel it though, bro. I definitely do, but I really need to see how you can preach into these damn offers I'm about to put up on the screen because I decided to turn on Uber, and I want to know what would you do with this, Josh? Yeah.
See,
be preachy. No, don't leave. Don't let it go. Be preachy.
Yeah, but
come on.
You don't gotta go do that $15 order. You get to go do that $15 order so you can get your way to the next $30 order.
Oh,
you don't got it. You don't.
Oh yeah.
You don't gotta hit.
Come on. Don't
listen. I could do this all day. You don't gotta hit that X button. You get to hit that X button so that you can see that next offer.
Oh yeah. What time this one came in, Josh? 6:34.
6:34.
Okay, all right. I ain't got to, but I get to, right? And this one doesn't have the time, but come on. Come on. Come on.
You don't got to hit that X button, right? You don't got to. You get to hit that little thing up there to the top left, that little arrow right there. You get to hit that to get the fuck up out the trip radar, because that trip ain't for you. You try to sneak that by me, huh?
Okay. All right. This one came in at 6:34.
I mean,
come on.
You don't gotta draw the line across the city.
Oh, you see it, right?
You don't get. Yeah, we gonna go back to that.
But but I got a few more screenshots here I want to show you, sir. What about this one here? What time this one came in? 6:35.
Hey, you didn't got to turn on that app.
He losing momentum, y'all.
Nah. You don't gotta turn on that app. You get to turn on another one.
I like that one, though. I like that one. But if you look at these, bro, let's just go back really quick. This one is at 6:39. The reason why I brought these up is because there was an episode we discussed about, like, yo, they always trying to send me far away, bro. Like, they ain't got nothing close. Nothing. See, but look, 6:34. Hold up, bro. Let me get it out. Because that episode, you made it seem like, oh, they were just trying to put you over there.
They all going to the same place, to North Miami.
Yeah, but Josh, don't give me an excuse here, bro. Even if it's going to the same place, pay me to get there. Okay, look.
They did. They paying you.
No, Josh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, this one was, look at where it's going. Miami, 7th Street. Okay, hold up. This one is going to Aventura, which is north from North Miami. But how far am I driving, Josh? 26 miles. Okay.
See,
hold up. You gotta let me finish, because I got to vent. Okay. Now, what? Hold up. Let's go back to that previous one. What time it came in, Josh? This one came in at 6:34. This would come in at 6:35.
Hey, but wait. That one's exclusive. I'd take that one just because it's exclusive. Exclusive.
Hell no. And what about this one? 6:39. So I got, hold up. I think I got two more here. Do I have two more? No, that's another screenshot I want to talk to you about. But, bro, come on.
So
tell me, what the hell? They ain't got nothing nearby. They got, bro, I know off the top of my head. Hold up. I'm venting, right? Because I remember your point you made the previous videos we did. You telling me, we talking finances, Financial Friday. You know how much money I would have lost taking all them damn things coming in back to back to back to back to back, bro. You know how much in the red I would have been? How much gas I would have burnt at the time that it is?
You drive a newer car, right?
Don't do that. Go ahead.
You drive a newer car, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
What's your average mile per gallon?
31.
So less than a gallon of gas. Less than $3.
What's your point?
It costs you less than $3 to do the order. Now, if you calculate all of your other wear and tear, that's usually less than 3 cents a mile.
I don't care about less than gallon nothing.
You talking about losing money. I'm just saying it's Financial Friday. You got to break it down, my boy.
Yeah, okay, we could break it down, but still, bro. Still. If you really calculate all the other stuff in there, how much money am I really making, bro?
Yeah, but pull up the map because this is something that we went over, and I'm starting to realize just how important it is. Okay, so go to that 26-mile one that's going into Miami. Right, this one's almost there, but
hold on. This one, 26 mile. Yeah.
Okay, so this is taking you from Pembroke Pines into Aventura, right? Mm-hmm. Now look at the crossroads that you have in Pembroke Pines. There's very little over there, so it's basically taking you in to where the rest of the orders are coming in. Now, don't get me wrong, you can make money in Pembroke Pines all day long. You definitely can. But the order volume is going to outreach where you're at because you're the closest driver to that merchant, but they're allowing them an extended delivery range. So obviously they're paying that $1.99 fee, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like, if the $1.99 fee went away and they basically did away with kind of like going to the Domino's model of 5-mile delivery radiuses, that would honestly be better because in my opinion, nobody's food is going to be warm after you pick it up and drive 47 minutes. I don't care what hot bag you got. I don't care what oven you got in the back. I don't care if you put the heat from your car in the damn bag. The food ain't going to be hot. So the app is built incorrectly. This would be honestly a good one if they could get a drone that could deliver, 30, 40, 50 miles and come back. But that's the thing. Like, the delivery regions are too large in your market. Pembroke Pines should only be able to deliver in Pembroke Pines. You shouldn't be able to go to North Miami. You shouldn't be able to go all the way to Hollywood. You shouldn't be able to go to North Miami. This is an app problem.
Can I drop the mic now?
Yeah.
I do it in this way. Bro, this is what I see constantly on Uber, on DoorDash. It tries to keep me in Pembroke Pines, but pizza. When I accept it and I get to the door, there's maybe 10 other people that's standing there waiting for their pizza, and maybe 3 of them are customers, and the other 7 of them, when I ask them, how long you been waiting? Oh, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. How long? You was here before him? How long you been waiting? Oh, 15 minutes. How? And I just got mine, and it's 7 o'clock. Nah, bruh. Cancel. See, I ain't got the time. Time is money.
I can already tell you what's causing that too. So in Miami, when you're looking, because I did it in Orlando when I lived in Orlando. So what happens is they look at the delivery time, right? So all the other restaurants down in Miami or North Miami are clogged up and the delivery time is like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 minutes, right? But then they see you or that restaurant over in Pembroke Pines that's like, oh, but that wait time's only 40 minutes. So they order from that one. And that's part of the issue is you should only be able to order from the closest restaurant to you. If it's a chained restaurant and say, for example, it's a McDonald's. There were so many times where I would see that people would order from McDonald's that's like 8 or 10 miles away and they could walk to the nearest McDonald's. But because the restaurant was busy, they're ordering from that one because the wait time or the delivery time is a lot less than the one that's next to them.
But I've also heard customers complain and say, man, there's one right down the street from me. Why the hell? Where you just came from? Pembroke Pines. Man, I'm all the way in North Miami.
But every time
McDonald's you had to pass or Taco Bell's you had to pass for you to get to me.
And that's the thing. So you're going to look at the restaurant that has the lowest delivery fee. It's all about the filters. The lowest delivery fee, the lowest wait time, the lowest cost or upcharge, all of that. All of that. And that's the thing. Like when you're going through these filters and down in a section, and I forgot to turn my fucking lights on again. So
that $1.99 hitting him hard, y'all.
I didn't even realize it. Because usually the fish tank's on in the background, so it's one and the same. But anywho, it's got down below it. It says like, oh, you're ordering from the one in Pembroke Pines. Like here, it gives you the cross streets. Like, oh, you ordering from the you ordering from the McDonald's on Pine Hills and Orange Blossom. You know what I mean? Like, you're ordering from that restaurant. So they know they're ordering from that restaurant.
And now, since you're getting all jittery and stuff, you're getting all robotic, I think it's time for us to skedaddle. This is how you was looking just a while ago, bro.
I don't know what it is. It been raining for a couple of days, so Lakeland ain't dried out yet.
Yeah, the storm gone too, bro. That shit
Lakeland ain't dry yet, bro.
That shit past the Savannah. That shit over there by the Carolinas.
Your neck hurt yet?
It kind of did. That's why I stopped. All right. So listen, fam, we've unpacked a lot. We've said a lot. And I'm not going to act like I'm the most successful one on the internet. Obviously, I'm not. But the mindset is where it begins. You got to want it bad enough for you to go get it. If you hungry, you go eat, right? You know? Like, you got to want it bad enough, right? If you don't want it bad enough, you're not going to go get it. Simple as that. And if you taking any of these damn Ubers, if you in my market and you took any of them damn Ubers, single orders, not double stacked with something else that actually paid for your route to those areas that it was the drop off was, I don't know what to tell you.
What if they drive a Prius?
If they drive a Prius, doesn't matter. Tires still cost a whole lot of money, bro.
Yeah, if you break it down, yeah, but they last 80,000 miles, so you divide the cost over 80,000 miles.
Josh, you don't know about the heat out here, bro. The rubber ain't lasting no 80,000 miles. Like
if you buy the tire certificates and it's less than 80,000 miles, they give you a discount on your next one. Yeah, there you go. Knowledge is power, baby. Knowledge is power.
Okay, all right. I still ain't taking them damn orders. I don't give a damn if I got a Prius. I don't care if I got an electric bike. Okay. I ain't using no gas. I ain't using battery power. I don't even care if it ain't got no battery, bro. I ain't using my manpower to go them damn miles for them damn pay, bro. And if you would do that, if you would do these orders, put it in the comment section down below so I could flame your ass. I'm just playing.
I think what I'm gonna do. I think when we get close to Christmas time, I'm gonna set up a little Cash App donation, and we gonna buy your ass. We gonna buy your ass an electric bike. I want to see you deliver on one of those at least twice, because if the subscribers buy it for you, you got to do it.
Well,
it'll be called the bike challenge.
Okay, all right. The only way, I'm gonna be bougie as hell right now. Okay, you want me to deliver on an electric bike, sir? I have no problem doing so. But you cannot give me an electric bike that may run out of battery in about 20 miles. Okay.
Listen, by Christmas time.
Hold up. By everything that's being shown here, sir, okay, Uber is sending me 20 miles. They go on. Okay. Here's another one. No, that's 18. That don't count. All right. 26, okay, electric bike. I'm gonna be bougie as at 23, okay. You're gonna have to give me something that's gonna have way more range and is fast.
See, but by Christmas time, we're gonna have like 2,000-3,000 subscribers. At least every one of them send $1, or some of them send $2, $3. You gonna have the best fucking electric bike out there.
And I'll tell you what. If you do that, you run that whole campaign and you get me an electric bike, I do one better. I work a whole damn day and record my whole day on my electric bike, and I post it right here to show what this podcasting mofo can make with Uber taking all this bullshit. No, taking all this bullshit you want me to take because you got me an electric bike, okay? And I'm gonna do you one even better. I'm gonna make sure I get myself a nice, what do you call them, backpack?
Oh, one of them little
the hot bag
backpacks.
I'm gonna make sure I have an extra one just in case I get a double order. Okay?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait because I'm gonna be like fat back.
Whatever. So if you want me to deliver on an electric bike, which I don't know why you would want that, but hey, wait, before I even finish this, if it's raining, don't expect me to go out. I ain't going out in no damn rain. I already established that I ain't going out in my car. You think I'm gonna go out in the bike? Don't do that.
Hell yeah. We're gonna give you a $50. We're gonna give you a $50 fee, bro. $50 fee.
$50? No. You're gonna have to pay me for my day, $200 minimum. Okay.
Oh, okay. So there's a number on it. All right, y'all heard it here first.
Damn. I run my damn mouth too much. But anyway, fam, you heard what we said. No, there ain't no deuces. We got to do an outro. Fam, okay, you see this troublemaker over here? If you want to follow him, be my guest. But he said a lot of good things in this episode. But the ending, last 5 minutes or so, I don't know what the hell he talking about. But we'll just proceed, okay? A lot of what he said, he kicked a lot of knowledge to you. I hope you heard what he said. I said some things too, but this is something that I realized he was very passionate about. That's why I gave him the hand claps and, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was preachy. I could tell he was passionate about it. Then he cut the lights on because he paid the fee. You know what I mean? he paid $1.99. So, fam, I mean, let us know how you feel in the comments, because it's important for all of us to have that mindset like he was talking about, for us to want more for ourselves. We got to want more. If we just accept what we're given, then eventually when we get crumbs, we can't complain about them crumbs because we've just been accepting everything that we're given. Just like this damn $9 going 20-something miles he want me to take on a damn electric bike. Go ahead. Your turn.
I got the first $1.99 Cash App dono, and it turned on the lights. So that just means we coming for your ass because they going to pay for your pain.
Whatever. Have a
good night, $200
y'all.
All it take. I'm going to be the first one to send it.
Have a good night. Have a good day. Good morning. Good everything. All right. And make sure you stay hydrated because it's hot as hell out here. Damn.
Well, maybe if you got some air conditioning, it wouldn't be so hot. Deuces.
Oh, yeah. What time it is, D-Fam? It's time to go get your money.